friends, it's Krebsy and we're playing some World of Tanks. I'm in my IS-3 on El Haloof and I'm teamed up with Beyond. We're in heavy tanks, so that means that we've got to go up north, because El Haloof, you've pretty much got no choice. You gotta head up north. And a lot of times, actually, depending on the game mode, usually depending on game modes you play maps differently, but this map I really just play the same no matter what game mode, whether it's standard battle or encounter or whatever. I just tend to go up north because that's just what heavy tanks do on this map. I don't know what those other heavy tanks on my team are doing. They're pretty much just still right beside the spawn. Maybe they just took the literal sense of a heavy tank to be some slow ass lazy thing, and thus they must snipe. I'm in a heavy tank, I can't move, I'm just gonna stand here and snipe. Well, I don't know, that's what they're doing, but we're heading up north because this is a perfect place for our tank to be. We can't snipe across the map, so there's no point of us being near the spawn. What the sort of great tanks is ones with high alpha damage. What is the IS doing? Did you see how he just came flying around that corner with his head held up high? He was looking straight up across over to round C1. He was expecting us to be some sort of slow tanks, like as if we weren't going to be climbing up the hill, where he was just going to snipe us, but nah, that's not happening. So perfect roles for us to be in this position, being these high alpha damage tanks, and it's great because that means that we don't have to pop out our heads as much, potentially taking damage, and we get to do a big amount of damage per shot, and that's ideal with our situation. So as you can see, what we're doing is we're kind of angling our tanks as we come up this hill. IS just got obliterated. T-29 is going to get obliterated in a second as well. We're angling our tanks as we come up the hill and just firing and then quickly receding backwards, because the nice thing about the IS-3 and also Beyond's in his 110 is that the angle of the front pike, basically what happens is when you try to shoot, when you angle the IS-3, you've got two things that happen. You become easily penetrable on one side of the pike, and then the other side of the pike is an auto ricochet near enough. And so when you recede really quick, that means that they pretty much just shoot at your auto ricochet pike. Oh man, I always hate crossing that gap right there, because it's almost guaranteed you're gonna take damage, especially if there's an enemy nearby, because they're gonna be looking at you. Krebsy, what are you doing? Why are you shooting at the mantle of a T-32? As if that's gonna be a good idea. Well, I tried it, it obviously didn't work. I think I was just more derp shotting, spam shooting, just to see what I could get. But now we've decimated that top side. We just crushed it completely. We're moving in, full steam ahead. We're powering on into the enemy. Beyond's heading to the right, I'm heading to the left. And what they've got now is this defensive line of tank destroyers. Seems formidable, doesn't it? Well, I think we need to play our cards right. SU-152, you know he's going to do a lot of damage if he shoots you. But he's a bit afraid. He knows that he can't come around that corner exposing himself, because if he does, he's just going to die. SU-152s, they look really beefy, but they're not that beefy. They are easily penetrable. Oh shit, here he comes, Krebs, run, no! Ooh. Wow. I can't believe it. My track was taken out. How about that for size SU-152? A little bit of retaliation, getting penetrated up on in your chassis, up on in your hull. Those SU-152s are really easy to take on and penetrate from the front. They're really not that bad. I think it's like 100 or something millimeters on the front as the heaviest portion, the most armored. It's really not that bad. Alright, so now we've got a British TD. I don't know where exactly to aim on it. I see that there's a green part right in the middle, but it's probably surrounded by loads of other very hard to penetrate areas. So yeah, I completely forgot that there was a chimney on top of that tank. Cupola. It's just much easier to go for. know, I tried to detrack him. Didn't give me the reward I was hoping, but he took a lot of damage anyway. And now it's just time for some of this face hugging. Backing off. Trying to let Beyond get a shot. Beyond ricochets. More face hugging. Come on, shoot me. Haha. Thing is, you can't do tons of damage to me. You don't have high alpha damage. AT7. And your cupola really is an awesome target for me to hit when we're close range. I tried to come in to help Beyond because he had an IS-3 that popped up behind him. I'm sure you guys noticed that. The IS-3 came up right behind Beyond. I was just like, oh no, Beyond's gonna die soon. But I think our RT came in, did a bit of decent damage, and saved his life. One last enemy before this game is over. He's the one last enemy before getting in our way to victory. So rather than going head on, I'm gonna go around. I want to surprise him in the behind, because if he is coming where I anticipate him to be, he'd be going straight on, and I'd be going straight on with him. Let's go for a flank. Who's he aiming for? Oh wow, he's not even looking at me straight. He's trying to go for Beyond, the easy kill. But Beyond, look at that. He just detracked him. And that wasn't an accident, it was intentional. Detrack him because the gun depression isn't great enough to get down to Beyond. And there we go, lots and lots of damage. That's us getting the victory. And a decent one at that. First class mastery. I was really hoping to get Ace Tanker, man. But I think the level to get Ace Tanker with the IS-3 must be damn high. Wow, that's a lot of damage as well. 3,000, what is that, 900? Ooh. Ooh. Very, very nice. Gotta love it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Decent game. And until next one, this is Krebsy, and I'll catch you all later.